All right, today is October 29, 2013. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones 30. The Dow Jones 30 finally made a new all-time high today. And if you've been following me, basically I've been talking about that possibility of the Dow Jones hitting that a new all-time high for the last couple of weeks already. And one of the indicators that I watch is basically the Dow Jones Transportation. And based on the Dow theory, that's kind of give us a signal that telling us the market essentially going to have this Dow Jones 30 hit a new all-time high. And right now, the new high that we're seeing today doesn't signify it's a top, the market top. We're basically still looking at further higher high for at least for the Dow Jones 30, because we do have a confirmation of this particular new high. And what I mean by that is basically all the other major market indicators, indexes, also made a new high. So essentially, everybody sort of in unison right now, and the market doesn't top out until the Dow 30 tops out. Not the Nasdaq, not the S&P 500, not the Russell or the transportation. Because if one go back and study all the market top, you will see there's the old saying, we call it, flight to quality, and the Dow Jones 30 is the bluest of the blue chip. So those are the one that the indicator will hit the top, the last. So right now we haven't seen it yet. That's why I'm kind of looking at the Dow Jones 30 to make at least one more new all-time high, and depending, at what state, how the price action is in the broader market when it hit that new high, then we go back and reassess at that point in time to see is that a top or is just a continuation of a trend. So if we take a look at the index right now, today it closed at 15,680.30, and the last high was made, at 15,676.94. And you can see there's a little bit of a price channel here, and it seems to have this upward trend line here somewhere around the 15,770 or somewhere around there. So we're probably looking at 15,800, and most likely, we could see a little bit of a pullback when it get up to this particular trend line as a resistance. And that might be a good, healthy thing to get more people to come in to buy the dip. And what we're really kind of looking forward to is for the talking head and some of the market participants to start talking about this 16,000. And I think that's going to be the magic number, basically that round psychological round number that's going to lure this market in, and they're going to attract a lot of the sideline people sideline money to come in. And maybe at that point in time, we might see some kind of euphoric reaction, and maybe that might be forming or getting close to forming a top, or could be a top. But we basically will not assess that or make that conclusion until it gets to that point in time, and based on whatever the market present us on the price action. So essentially, that's basically what we're looking at on the the Dow Jones. And if you were to play this market, and like I had tweeted to say, the diamond is our best friend right now, because basically, if we are looking for the market to hit a new high on on the Dow Jones Industrial, then definitely, the diamond, that ETF, the Dow Jones 30 ETF, would hit a new high. Today, it did not quite hit that new high yet, because I believe the closing high was 156.69 back on September 18. Today, we closed at 156.50. So certainly, it's lagging a little bit. I think we still got a little bit of a skepticism out there, and which is good that they just kind of feel the upward trend to continue. We probably will see it somewhere around this 157.60, somewhere around here on this upper trend line here. So definitely, there's still more upside to come. But the thing is, one have to be reminded and remember that even though the market sent us a message to kind of give us some indication where it's what is its intention and where it might be headed, we still have that big question that we do not have answer on. Is basically when and how. Right? Even though we sort of expect the Dow Jones to hit a new all-time high, but we don't know how we're going to hit that all-time high and when it's going to hit that all-time high. It could easily have been pulled back with a major correction before it come back up and hit that new all-time high, or it could have traded sideways for the next 6 months before it hit that new all-time high. So that's the little bit of a challenge was to essentially playing this game, what we call trading. Right? So, but even though that we do get a little indication of where the market might be headed, we still have to use some of the technical analysis to kind of gauge the when and the how, to obtain that edge. So that's the diamond. That's still looking for a continuation of a higher high on the at least on the diamond or the Dow Jones 30. For the other indicator, the S&P 500, the Russell, and the Nasdaq, that we just have to wait and see. So depending on how long this market uptrend going to continue. Then the other one that we want to look at is Apple. Apple reported their earnings, and I got a whole bunch of lines joined here. So let me get rid of some of these first. We're basically talking about Apple. We'll possibly get up to this 555 here. Based on the earning possibility. But it's kind of weird, though, looking at the way that the stock price on Apple reacted on the earning. Usually, either we get a little bit big fallout or big run-up, but in the last, 6 or 9 months, essentially it's pretty much of a, on every earning, it seems to be a little bit of a fallout. And this time around, we did get a little bit of a sell-off, later on, kind of, late in the day today, but it did not have that big gap down, that sort of thing, although there was some kind of violent, sell-off yesterday after the earning came out after hour, but when the conference call was taking place, I guess the stock price kind of recovered a little bit, and you can see that's a big engulfing candle, bearish candle here. If you look at the Fibonacci retracement, it also kind of came up and tagged this 127 extension before it kind of pulled back. That's basically essentially near the opening there at that 539. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it come back down and test this 507, essentially this closing level here. If it could hold above that 507, then we could continue to bounce off. And I do have a little trend line here, and essentially I just shift that trend line up to kind of see is there a channel here. If we see this as a turn out to be a valid price channel, then we could still easily could see this thing recover and come up and tag that 555 and possibly get up to that 560 level. Okay, but if it does come below, and let's say it breaks below this 507 level, then I essentially going to withdraw my or reestablish my Fibonacci extension. For example, essentially, let's say it come down and try to get to this particular trend line here for support before it bounced. So essentially, if it broke below this particular point here, this 507, and come back down to this 78.6 retracement level, then what I would do is I would go and reestablish a new Fibonacci retracement using the closing prices. And if you just bear with me a little bit, and you can see that we do have this 127 extension here on this particular level, this 127. That's also fairly close to that 555, which is still we are talking about this particular level here, right? This pivot level. So you can see, essentially, if let's say the price came down, tag this, this trend line here. So essentially, it's come back down to this somewhere around this, 38.2 level here on this retracement before it bounced back up, and then it could come back and break about this level. Then it could come up and possibly tag this and possibly get back up to this trend line here. So that's the one possible scenario. Not saying that it's what it's going to do, but we always kind of project some sort of scenario or catalyst, and then so we're going to watch the price action to see is any of one of these scenario play out. So essentially, that's what I'm looking at for Apple. And a little disclosure: I am holding some long call spread on Apple. And if you kind of read between the line on one of the posts that I put up talking about trading Yahoo earning play, you might get some hint of how one might consider using call spread option to play earning. That kind of give you a limited risk and not necessarily give you a home run, but you probably be able to get a single or a double base hit, on those things if you happen to, hit it right and choose the right spread and the and the option, the strike price number. Okay, so hopefully your trading is doing going well. Just kind of be careful out there and good luck to you all.